waiting for me.
And
So is
I'm
Artyom back? Okay. All right. So you guys enter the Raring Mare. It's a pretty wide open tavern. Lots of space. Not much in the way of beds. But as you walk in, there is a guard on either side of the door. Several seedy type people here, as well as some commoners. And there's an innkeeper behind the bar.
Lovely. Flint, since you seem to find this place, I assume you know the proprietor?
Do I? Probably.
You might not, that's how she'd be.
He probably doesn't. We just call him Barkeep.
Feel like
you mean he has a name other than Barkeep?
I know, right?
I may have looked
Freaking
at.
odd.
I may have seen someone who looks like the barkeep at some point once in the past. 5 years ago. I was like, oh. Well then. No, yeah, Flint doesn't. Flint probably, he doesn't really stay in towns all that much.
Well, there goes that plan. Well then, why don't you go to the bar? Because you still found the place, so... See what accommodations they have for the night.
Great. Yeah, Flint's gonna go to the bar and surround himself with ruffians. He walks past the commoner and he gets an opportunity attack.
It's like, this is just the worst bar ever.
Look,
Yes.
we'll be fine. There's no prostitutes here. It can't be that bad.
I know, right?
Does he want-
Anytime I'm like freaking Frank Miller when it comes to prostitutes in these games.
Yeah, while Flint goes over there, I guess everyone else can
Okay.
do what they want.
I'll be Flint's bodyguard if it has to come to that. So
All right, so you're just gonna stick by Flint.
Yep.
Okay. The map is the Raring Mare, by the way, if you wanna. Okay.
Everyone else is just going to stand at the door awkwardly.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like junior prom all over again.
This is
Right.
weird.
As-
The
as-
actual map is not loading for me.
That's odd.
Like, the map is loaded, but it's just black.
Oh, let me focus. You might be off center
No.
players in curtain view.
No. The map itself is loaded fine. Like, I'm seeing all the tokens.
Background image
The background
has
image
not loaded.
has not loaded for me for some reason.
Oh, it's just a big ass back. It may be a big ass file, is what it is. It's pretty detailed. It's pretty detailed. Is Tethrades, Scott? Do you see it?
Yeah,
Is
I
anybody
see-
having trouble? Okay.
Yeah, no, I see.
Okay. It just may be taking a little while for Roland to
Well,
load
if the
it.
maps come up, it's already tried to load. And it's not
It just
gonna work.
filled,
Okay.
probably.
You'd have to probably close map tool and try and
Yeah.
connect again to get it to show
Yeah.
up.
I mean, you don't have to be. I mean, if you want to like exit out and restart, that's fine. Because right now, it's just mainly talkie points. So it's not.
Yeah,
that big a
that
deal.
won't be a problem.
Okay. So anyway, as you approach the bar, the innkeeper, he looks at you. He looks at you kind of wall-eyed and says, "So, what brings your kind here? So you brought yourself a little party, huh?
Well, could say that, but we're just looking for a place to stay for the night. If you have
Place
anything
to
available.
stay, huh? Well, we're not really much of an establishment for sleeping. Not a lot of beds here.
Ah. Well then. I'm just thinking, well, we could either stay for a bit. Yeah. Okay then. Yes. Well, yeah. Yeah. Then Flint's just gonna be like order drinks for whoever wants them in the party. Then. And probably just see if any of the locals know anywhere. Yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, he's gonna ask the barkeep if he can order some drinks, I guess. then
It's like, well, what I mean is we're not normally asleep in an establishment, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose we could work something out.
Pay us extra money.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
sorry, I had money stuck in my throat.
Sorry.
just had
Sorry, I
visions
get a
of-
really bad cough when I rub my fingers together.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Flint will see what he's like. See about that then, but also order drinks because good impression.
It's like, well, at least you're not just loitering around here like some people. And he looks over at just this one ruffian who has like just a single drink there, and he's just like half finished with it. And he's just like, what?
Okay, yeah. So he'll try and find out more about the rooms that are apparently a thing that might exist.
It's like so how many?
5.
5. All right. He thinks about it for a minute. It's like 500 gold.
What? No.
Definitely says that out loud. What?
What?
Say what?
I don't know. Maybe Cintiq could help with the whole barring thing. Do you mean she's a fire mage? I don't have diplomacy.
I just don't have charisma.
The one problem is that in character I want to use intimidate instead.
Well, you could do that
But she
too.
doesn't have that,
Aww.
and she can't cheat at that. So I don't think I could actually in character have her haggle that way.
He's like,
Cintiq-
well, you're missing out. There's some pretty exclusive rooms.
Like Cintiq walks
Usually
up to
we
the
only rent them to the VIPs, if you know what I mean.
bar. He's talking about slaves.
Is
Maybe
he?
You could insight.
He's like, usually I'll rent
Insight.
500 gold to be a slave. Oh. Yeah, I could insight. I mean, I could. Let's just see if this guy seems a bit suspicious, or if he's just trying to keep it or he's just trying. Yeah. Go.
Ooh, nice.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you do see what he's saying. Yeah, these are some pretty exclusive rooms, all right. Generally, there's probably something seedy going on here for someone to be able to charge $100 a room.
If he's
Especially in an
if he's
establishment
hiding
that looks
something
like
in
this.
the rooms, why would he offer them in the first place? Why would he not just say, "Oh no, we don't have any available"? Secondly, kind of. If he's not lying about the quality of the rooms, but he's still like super duper overcharging for them, I don't know. It just seems weird.
It probably would mean that the rooms give you access to something. And
Yep.
the
But that's
only
what I'm
things
saying,
we can
like,
think
if-
of here is the illegal
Fighting.
slave fighting rings.
Yep.
And maybe cocaine.
Maybe both.
Oh yeah, it's like if we still had our oxen and cart, we could have offered him a cask of opium, but
Those were the days. How much?
Anyway, as you're saying this, 3 nobles actually stumble out of the back over here, laughing,
Oh wow.
and they begin to march towards the entrance, and as they do, you see the Imperial kind of grab both Hemek and roll him by the shoulder and kind of gently start trying to move you guys aside for these nobles. as they walk by.
I'm not actually going to be there. I'm just not interrupting the
Okay.
other role playing.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cintiq will move out of the
Cintiq,
way, kind
you're-
of like they discussed her or something.
Okay. All right. Anyway, the one of the nobles kind of
Because I'm grabbed by the shoulder, I'm accidentally going to slip.
Okay.
And.
grab a.
So,
What are you gonna? What's the thievery check
for pickpocketing one of the nobles.
for? Okay.
Alright.
Let me see what you get.
+5 plate armor. What?
It's like one of those RuneScape like banknotes. Like here's a piece of paper that says you have 5
Okay,
things of
so
paper.
you get a small item off of him. It appears to be like a small ceremonial dagger. It has a golden scabbard.
Nice. I was looking for a
Doesn't-
dagger. That's good.
Doesn't appear to have much practical use, but it does. It's very ornate. Anyway, as they pass by, one of them sneers at Cintiq. Funny, but anyway, they leave. He's like, and the innkeeper says, "As you can see, our clientele are very exclusive here."
Yes.
Does prestidigitation do?
I noticed that the nobles had the same, almost the exact same facial identity as the commoners.
What did you want it to do?
No, I was gonna see if I could murk him for longer, but no, it's only for 1 hour.
Nope.
I was gonna do one of those things like the murk him for if we ever get in a situation where she can make him suffer for that. But if it only lasts 1 hour, that doesn't really
Or a
work.
perceived slight. That's what you call a microaggression. I learned that term. But anyway, so yes, the innkeeper he seems very proud of himself.
We only serve the finest in clientele.
It's like, well, he'll let you. No, I mean, it's clear that commoners can come here and get a drink anytime, but the good stuff is very exclusive.
Hey guys, remember the horn we got?
Do you
Oh, yeah.
think
You might be interested in such a valuable commodity?
Just stop
Do
throwing.
you want to try to pay him off with one? I mean, we could.
yes? Absolutely.
The rhino horn is like, don't worry, we shall use every part of your body in the most respectful way.
Right. Done.
Show us the rooms.
Oh, we do have 2, and
Might knock a bit off the price. Use it as a trophy.
You gotta realize that the horns of these creatures are almost as tall as a man.
Yeah, use it as a trophy. The bartender can totally claim one charged in one day looking for a drink and he took it down.
we try to pass it to him. It slips and stabs him through the chest. Whoops.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, it's like
I mean,
yeah,
like,
you try to keep
Teth
it
is,
on the
you know,
down
like
low.
Teth himself is not going to like this very much, but even he's just like, yeah, our options here are, yeah, I think they'll forgive, like the spirits will forgive us this one time. They'll understand.
I can just imagine you guys trying to slip a guy a 6-foot horn on the down low. It's like, we'll make it worth your while.
We drop it on him. Whoops.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, it's just you two right now, because
Mhm.
we're still over here. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
where
thing
is that horn anyway? Like, who's holding it? I don't think we ever established that. If it's a 6-foot-tall monstrosity of a horn,
Does it fit in a bag of holding?
Pretty sure it could.
does it fit in there? Because I think there's even like a size limit for like it has to like fit in the bag itself, like in the whole bag.
That's
The neck
I
of
know
the
it's like
bag.
that with the It's I know it's like that with the
Yes.
the cloak, but I'm pretty sure the bag of holding, as long as it's not like ridiculous, like if you can fit it in like at least one way. Like if you
As
could
long as
stuff
it's not fitting in a house, you're probably good.
Yeah. As long as it can fit in the mouth of the bag, you can slide anything in there. A boat oar, I guess.
Okay.
I assume. But anyway.
So we're gonna try this hornswoggle then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just ask if he. We'll totally give him one of these rhino horns if he can knock a bit off the price.
He grins at you. He's like, "Those are illegal, Scooter. I like it. Those are very illegal."
What's a scooter? It's like, oh,
Well, you see,
I like how what we're probably trying to get here, and we're paying it for illegal rhino horn.
it is kind of yes.
It's like you're pretty sure they're illegal because they're technically, you know, they're probably technically not supposed to be hunted. Just be like on the grounds that it's probably like the royalties' lands sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's not like a conservation issue.
like those animal rights activists. Ted Brady's and when they're just like, yeah.
It's like yes. This whole time, Prince John was a staunch animal rights activist. That's why the boars were protected in his forest.
I guess everyone but him.
Yeah, everyone but him because he just couldn't help himself. Like I gotta have my bacon, man. Okay, but anyway, he's like I like your style. Think you'll fit in here nicely.
Yeah.
The guards don't even actually bat an eye at this either.
They're just like, yeah, well.
They probably get
Tuesday
it.
already?
Oh.
Dang.
Uh-huh. It's like, well, that'll get you your rooms and then some. In fact,
Oh, will it now?
yes, it
Well,
will.
it's simple that, but.
Mhm.
So
But
will
anyway,
it?
he's like, follow me.
Okay.
And as he passes the ruffian one here, he knocks over his drink on purpose. And the ruffian's just like, "Hey!"
That's not nice.
Yeah.
We just leave Cintiq rolling and Emo alone.
Whoa, okay.
It's like, well,
I'll go along.
Okay.
While everyone was doing that, what was like the atmosphere of the place?
It's people dining. It's not like a rough and tumble establishment. There's a couple, seedy characters here and there, but it's not like Mos Eisley or anything.
The double keep, but.
Yeah, the Mos Eisley Cantina.
No, just joining a table and starting talking to people.
Oh yeah, you could probably do that. Just
would
I mean,
want to.
roll just a basic charisma check because having someone interrupt you at dinner is kind of weird.
It's just like, hi, how are you? I'm a murderer.
Good day, fellow person. I am also a person like you. I am not a mass murderer.
I am a human being.
Oh, I rolled poorly.
Yo, I'm a
Didn't wanna roll
source.
poorly. To be able to give a additional bonus. Can I action point to roll it again or something? Or
It's kind of late.
Hello,
That
me.
ship has sailed.
He
First
makes, like,
impressions
well, you
are
haven't said
very.
what happens.
He makes just like,
Okay.
hello, fellow
As you approach-
douchebags."
As you approach, you probably try to you sit down at a table, and you try to introduce yourself, and the person's like, "Do you mind? I'm trying to eat here, or we're trying to eat here."
Fine.
I'm
Like,
trying
especially when you're wearing a mask.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to eat
it's
hair.
odd.
Like, what?
And I'd just sit at the bar and wait while the rest of everything else happens, then get up once they're done and follow.
Well, if you're sitting at the bar, someone might actually try to strike up a conversation with you. But are you just following them into the back
I would have
room?
been like there at the bar.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're
But I'd
if you're
follow. I'd follow after they're done all the rest of the talking and leaving.
oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, we'll do like a reverse time skip where while they were finagling with the
Yeah,
innkeeper,
meanwhile.
we'll cut. Yeah. Meanwhile, we'll cut back to you over at the bar. One of the ruffians looks over at you, and you notice he's eyeballing your axe.
That's nice.
And it's this one right here. He's like, so.
He's not looking in my direction.
Yeah. Hang on. We'll fix that. There. Now he is.
Now kiss.
He's- Yeah. One of the best sight gags when they're looking left or right on the portrait. But anyway. Sorry, I get a little too tickled sometimes. Actually, most of the time. He looks over at you, kind of gawking. He's like, "So that's quite a axe you got there."
I've had it quite a while.
But they're pretty unique tools of the trade, huh?
Why I've had to have it a while.
Yeah.
What
Well,
do you favor?
I just favor this. He has like just a club. He has a board with a nail through it. It's like if it breaks, I find a new one. He's very red faced. He's pretty drunk.
That is an advantage, yes.
So you ever thought about fighting professionally?
What did I say? If the way he stutters before he says professionally, I would like interrupt and say that I fought quite often and have a fair amount of experience in it. Yes.
I'm not talking about soldiering. I'm talking about fighting.
All kinds of it. Yes.
Hey, you ever kill someone for entertainment?
Have you?
It's
It's
like,
a
well,
very common thing.
it's like, well, I'm more entertained by it than actually doing the deed. But there's a lot of money in it if you ask the right people,
Suppose we're surrounded by them.
Maybe.
I could do an
He's-
insight check, but it's
He's pretty drunk.
gonna be poor.
He's pretty
Roll the
shit-faced. He's this guy over here. He's like, yeah, don't mind my friend. He's had a little bit too much. In fact, forget everything he just talked about.
In fact, forget you're even here.
Yes.
If you say so. Well, it's been nice talking with you. With my friends, and that's the time that they're done.
Yeah. Ruffian 2, as you're talking to him, he falls flat on his face off the bar stool.
I will give him a pat on the back as I go by.
Yeah. He was like, eh. So anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take you guys just over into this room. Not even bother getting rid of off the table, Roland. The innkeeper, he's like, here. See, we know how to take care of people who pay us well. You want the good food, you got the good food. Carte blanche. What's yours is mine, you know what I mean?
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, what's mine is yours.
Hold up here, hold on.
Freudian slip. Who's Freud?
Well, you see,
Who's Freud? Did he send you?
Or his mother sent me.
Ew.
Oh, I wonder what would happen if none of us had noticed he said that.
He
What's
would've
yours
woven it
is
in.
mine.
No.
I actually kind of thought he meant that. Like,
Hey, Karen Durr. How you doing?
he
It's
was
your
thinking
awakening.
we'd get into the fighting ring. That's why we asked him anyway.
Say what?
I was on the assumption he thought we knew about the fighting ring anyway.
Well, it's
So it
clear
would
he's not
actually
talking
make
about a
sense.
fight. It's clear he's not talking about fighting ring
Fair do.
at this point. He's like, yes, have a seat. I'll come back with the good stuff for you. Nothing but the best for our top paying customers. And he winks.
Yeah.
Cintiq watches him go. Then she turns to Flynn and Tethrades. Well, he seems like an agreeable sort. May I ask how much it costed you guys to secure accommodations?
Sacrifices had to be made. But it's the only way we'll ever progress forward. Our trophy had to be mishandled.
Oh,
Shut-
thank God! I thought you sold him one of our asses.
Oh no, we were just charging forward, sleeping down all the wolves in our farm, killing them.
Sorry, your staff of ruin had to go.
Yes. Like I sold your mask. It's like suddenly you realize you're completely maskless, and everybody was just used to seeing devil people for some reason. Nobody said a word because you paid well.
Be really impolite to say something about that, you know?
It's like, what? Is there something on my face? It is your face.
Literally.
Anyway, he brings back he's got some really like after a while he appears to have actually cooked up some nice pheasant. Appears to be some greens. He's like, in case you didn't notice, we don't get a lot of the fancy stuff out here. Most things have to be imported unless you like gamey antelope.
Or
So he
rhino
starts
if you're in the
serving
wrong
some-
place. Nothing.
And it's like,
Yeah,
wait, you eat that?
Some
I
of
mean,
it's
you know,
nasty,
it's good going. It's good going for the horns, but you know, the meat. Ugh. One reason most people don't hunt them around here. Not to mention, it carries a hefty fine.
Good
hunting
thing we weren't hunting anything.
The Lord's game. Hunting the Lord's game, you cheeky rascals.
Oh no, you know how it is. Sometimes you're walking out in the wilderness and you just come across one of them dead.
Every time this guy comes back, he's dressed more and more like one of the Black Legionnaires. He just sort of gets slightly more passive aggressive.
I think I sized this wrong. Let me change the grid size. Yeah, the grid size is wrong. That actually explains a lot. I think the grid size. No, never mind. The
It's
grid
fine.
size. Yeah, it's right. Sorry, I was just something was a little bit off, but it's nothing. But but anyway, he's like, so you come in town for the special entertainment by any chance, my friends?
Can I
He kind of thumbs his nose.
do some kind of insight to try and get a grasp of what he's talking about?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
I will actually do it a different
I rolled
way.
another one.
Oh God. Hey, get the
Yeah.
ones out early. I don't think there's going to be any combat in here, but go ahead and get the ones out.
One
early.
d20.
Yeah, let me try.
Ooh.
Wow.
I would imagine he's probably. I mean, Flynn would probably say that's one of the reasons.
I'm actually
Yeah.
not going to do an insight check. I'm just going to say, yeah, sure. Yes. Tell us more.
Potentially one of many reasons. But
Cintiq, you're pretty sure he's talking about the illegal fights.
Okay. She's gonna remain silent behind the mask for now. So what Tet said can go, because
It's like, well,
Even
you
if
know,
I'm not specifying, nor do I necessarily know what he's talking about. I'm just like, yeah, tell me more.
He's like, well,
That's
you know,
details instead of the actual thing.
I mean, obviously there's that kind of entertainment, but we can also arrange some private entertainment for you. Another insight.
Not temporary.
No, I don't think he needs one either for that
He's
one.
good. He's like he kind of notices kind of your confused expression. He's like, well, you do know that the slave trade rules are a little bit lenient around here, and anyone
No.
who would enforce them doesn't bother.
Yeah.
And he gets kind of a smirk on his face. He's like, I'll let you think on that. And he walks out.
Right.
Yeah, Roland
This
will
guy's-
be
this guy's
such a
probably-
fan of that.
This guy's clearly a scumbag.
Yeah.
Note
So-
to self: when city is burning down, kill him first.
So Flint, this place you took us. Did
Why?
you intend to take us here?
Maybe. It depends. If it works out well, then yes, I did.
If I manage to kill you all, then yes.
Well, I guess we'll see. We may be able to get something out of it, and we are rather low on resources. Next time, though, you should probably talk with the rest of us before making us stay at a place that possibly houses or goes to an illegal slave fighting ring, and other things.
Yeah. We just start putting all the food in the bag of holding.
Anyway, he's gone for a while, so if you guys want to discuss things amongst one another, that's fine.
Well. About them slave fighting rings, yeah.
The really hip and happening.
Yeah, so Flint's just gonna ask probably Hemek, Sintik, and Roland why they decided to come to this city.
Nearest one.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I
Well,
just tag along with Murderface because that's the safest thing to do usually. She points at Hemek.
You listen to the one that kills people.
Kills other people. That's unfortunate.
Come
for
now,
me.
I think we've all killed people here.
I only permanently incapacitate people.
undead people, murder the hell out of.
If you're willing to lie to yourself. Anyway. We should not let the food go to waste. Long time since
Yep, pretty extravagant
we had
meal.
nice food like this.
He was just like, it's been a long time since food.
It's been a long time since a lot of things. It's been a long time since chair, table, rug, door, hardwood floors. Hemek, are you just pointing out things in the room and saying you miss them? Yep, because I haven't been in a room in a long time.
Only a few days at this. Well, more like a week because of the time we lost in the mountain.
Yeah,
Uh,
a proper room where nothing's trying to kill you.
We don't know that yet.
I guess yeah, we can't because I mean we saw the nobles come out of here, so presumably this isn't a setup.
So presumably we'll be nobles when we leave this room.
Well, no, you said you paid for it.
Yes, paid for it, if that's how we're going to classify that.
Well, you bartered something for it. It's effectively the same. Hopefully it's the same.
Anyway, as you're talking about that, the innkeeper comes back in. He appears to be counting some banknotes. He's like, "Well, looks like it's cleared. That thing's 100% grade A rhino horn.
Yes.
If you don't mind me saying, we're in a safe space here. We don't have to use euphemisms anymore."
The large pointy thing was acquired.
Yes. Like, so, would you like to see your accommodations for the night?
Yes.
Yes, that would be.
It's like, there's not actually a room for this, so I'm just gonna say he does lead you. He does knock on the floor in here, and there is a small trap door under the rug. He's like, well, it's very nice accommodations. It's a little bit of a pain to actually get down to them. Follow me, and he descends down this ladder.
Oh, I was hoping he had some high-tech Batcave thing where the table just sinks into the ground.
Nope. He's like, sadly, crippled nobles are off limits. So, anyway, do you guys actually follow him?
We all leave.
Sure.
No,
Mhm.
yeah.
I don't think
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys go downstairs, and sure enough, there are some pretty nice looking rooms down here in this hidden basement.
Hmm.
He's like, hope you don't mind the furnishings, and he opens it up, and sure enough, there are a couple of slaves standing in the room holding trays of food. He's like, these guys are at your beck and call. Do as you please with them. Just don't break them.
Turns out they're all warforged.
That's where they were.
They're all under this guy's bar.
Yes. It's always nice having a manservant around. Just don't take him out for a walk. Looks a little conspicuous.
Yes. Well then. Yeah,
He's like,
so-
and these are the only two I have at the moment. But I hope y'all don't mind sharing.
What's the other one's name?
Sharon.
Oh gosh.
So Sharon.
And he's like, funny. Yeah. He kind of walks off. So you have your run of the place. It's a pretty nice place. There, you got a couple of manservants to help you out with stuff, I guess.
I get. I know.
Yay, manservants.
As he walks by Cintiq, he's like, and don't get any funny ideas with them. They're eunuchs.
Pig.
He's like, I know you fire mage types. Into some weird stuff, and he leaves.
Pig. That's all most of these people tend to think about.
Yeah, Flint's probably just gonna ignore the slaves in the sense that he probably wouldn't ask them to do a lot.
Mhm.
It's like, go run free, slaves. As free as this basement will let you.
Go over there and grace. Okay, that's a weird question, but sure.
So yeah, do you guys do anything else for the rest of the evening, or what's the deal?
We're sort of here, so we kind of We kept leaving the bar.
He just said that they were eunuchs. So, do the slaves speak? Or are they ones that have like been told to remain quiet?
They probably would speak when spoken to.
Okay. Cintiq
And-
will actually.
But by the way, Cintiq, you know this is completely weird because of the utilitarian nature of the Empire. They don't use slaves as luxury goods. So this is odd even to you as a citizen of the Empire.
Okay.
Like slaves either get sent to hard labor or get sent to the front lines. This is completely bizarre. Hedonistic, if you will.
Well, Cintiq will spend time is she'll be trying to see if she can get information out of them on what's been going on, if they know anything.
Okay.
I don't know
So
if you want any kind of role or something for that.
well, you'll need to ask them something specific.
Is your name really Sharon?
Okay.
What made you say that?
Well, no, you said they were eunuchs.
What made you say that?
So, from where I'm at, slaves are not treated as either of you two are. What? I don't want to say this. Actually, I'll just be simple to explain. What's going on with the slave trade in this city?
They're like one of them kind of looks at the other. They look back and forth and kind of look up to the ceiling for a minute, and then kind of indicate for you to follow them. Do you
Okay.
follow them?
Indeed.
Yeah, Cintiq will.
Okay. They take you. They're down the hall a little ways. They take you into this spot. It's a small corner, and they take one of the tables and very gingerly tilt it on its side. And like tilt it up where it's like, long ways upwards, so it's, tilted up tall wise. And they're like, they get in real close and they're like, sound carries in here in 50 ways. Usually they have someone listening, but we found a spot in this room where no one can hear us. And they say, we're not slaves. We've been captured against our will. We were travelers traveling to Zafarn.
Okay, give me a minute. She'll move back a little and say, "You not answer me? Fine. Slaves are better as wall decorations, anyways."
Wall decorations?
Well, ooh. Jeez, what kind of spells do you have?
No. Yeah, just things. I think it was wallflowers what I was looking for. I don't know. Oh, just decorations then.
Better as furniture.
Better
But
as
then she'll
tapestries?
gesture to She'll gesture to Flint and Tethrides, like she'll make like talking symbols with her hands. This sounds so stupid. Like she's gesturing for them to actually talk, to have some kind of conversation while this is happening.
Well, about them natures.
Well, you guys share nature now,
What's
so
your
yes.
favorite kind of tree?
Is
Okay.
that?
And once they're doing that, she's gonna go back to the slaves and then go on then.
It's like, yeah, we were nabbed coming out of Zafarn, me and my brother here. As you can tell, didn't go so well. But this isn't the first time they've done this. They've been rounding up travelers on the road, chalking it up to getting rid of our papers, chalking it up to the recent zombie attacks, and then selling us. And in case you didn't notice, slaves are treated a little bit differently around here than the rest of the empire.
Yes, it seems very wasteful.
Well, whatever.
So you don't do anything.
Whatever able-bodied members get sent to the arena, and the ones that aren't, well, we become servants. The royalty allows this to happen because they have a penchant for free labor. Usually they wouldn't be able to get it, but due to recent circumstances, the Empire's eye isn't quite
So
on
you-
this town.
So you do labor at least.
Servile labor, which I suppose is better than dying in the arena or being sent to a salt mine, but it's not freedom.
People are stupid.
Yes, they are.
This is not how you manage a city's, a province's resources. It's wasteful, especially in a crisis. These people are idiots.
So you said the royalty. Do you mean, does it go all the way to the top?
The top of this town, I would assume.
It means
The
nobles.
governing body here.
And these nobles who support it, they go to the fights, I assume?
I guess so. We've never been to one, but we've heard all sorts of stories.
Alrighty then. I'm trying to think if there's actually anything else you would think to ask. Slaves like that.
What do you know? Else do you know about the fights? Where, when, why? All entertainment.
We don't know. We don't know.
What connection does Barkeep have with all these sorts of high-ranking people? How he can command such amenities so easily?
Yeah, asking after the barkeep would make sense. I guess, yeah.
It's shady. It's not that hard to figure out.
The barkeep, is he just connected to using a U2 like this, or does he know how to get people to these fights as well?
Well, we've seen people come and go through here. We're not entirely sure, but, I mean, he does seem to hold some weight. The nobles seem to respect him.
That's sort of what I'm asking. Like, why do they respect him? Is it just like the whole money aspect, or where is he? What's his shtick?
Yeah, I think the thing is they probably don't know, but I guess could ask.
Okay.
Why?
Go ahead and
Why
ask.
would a barkeeper have such a pull?
It's like, well, I mean, it's obvious. It's obvious. It's not all he does, but
We'll have
we're
all kinds of
really not
connections.
sure. We're supposed to. Yeah. That's basically what they say. That they suppose he's got some connections.
You might be one of the faces for the whole thing.
Huh. Well, it looks like we've gone already pretty deep into this aspect of it. Trying to think if there's anything else useful I can get out of them. I don't know about the fights. They think he has a connection to them. Saffron, do you know, because you've seen some people going through, do you have any idea how many travelers they tend to have or take? Any idea of the general numbers? Are we talking this is hundreds?
Well, before we were here, they had us caged up with the large group. Unfortunately, it's not just humans. They also capture vagabond orcs all sorts of various chattel from armies that may have been separated. So it's a veritable cornucopia. Generally, the more passive humans share a fate similar to us.
Makes sense. Well, with their twisted sense of how to use slaves. I can't really think of anything else. Anyone else think of something? Do you have any ideas, Dill?
Really?
Not what to ask them.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling us this, and the conversation, of course, never happened. And
Like our lips are sealed.
Vincent burns their mouth shut.
I considered it a bit, but nah. Okay. You two go out there, and the rest of us will talk. 'Cause we need to kind of discuss amongst ourselves what needs to happen.
They bow and go, "At your command." Sorry, force of habit. They both they put the table back where it was and leave. Well, they go down the hall.
Okay.
They're also very pale. It looks like they haven't seen the sun in a while.
Okay. At this point, how late is it? Is it like late enough to actually be like feasibly people would be going to sleep then?
Yeah, you would think. Well, not people going to sleep, but you know they're having to light street lamps and stuff like that. Well, street torches. It's not that fancy.
Okay, well, yeah, let's just do this. Cintiq will gesture everyone to go back and kind of gesture to put the table back up so they can all basically have a talk. So we
Okay.
can in character do that.
All right, go for it.
And she'll share the information with Flint and Tethrides.
It's like, slaving hobgoblins is one thing, but regular humans? The shame.
I was pretty sure of something weird going on from the word go, but
Yeah.
I mean, it gets us really no closer to our own goals.
Well, they're being a wasteful with the slaves there, and there's clearly problems with this area. So the question is at this point, because we're not too far in yet,
Right.
but because we've already gone here, we've probably already at least somewhat been associated with it, so the longer we stay here, the more likely we'll get involved, either willingly or something will happen.
That's sort of my idea, because if we're just gonna be here and then just like get ourselves involved in all this nonsense, and we don't do anything about it, like, if we don't do anything with it, then we only start to put ourselves in danger over superficial matters, important as they may be to other people. It's not going to be worth it overall. We need to have some sort of ulterior motive. Just we need leads, and we need them now if we're to use this place as some sort of stepping ground for our plans, for our issues.
Well, we basically have two. We can either somehow try to finagle this guy to take us to the fighting rings and use that because although they weren't sure.
Enough is asking.
I don't think that's going to be particularly hard. He seems very happy with us considering what we gave him for this. After all, he did say our rooms were paid and then some, so we have quite the elbow room to play with.
Yeah, and then we could see if we can find anything there. Or this does go up to the nobility. I could try to get us to be seen directly to them as an Imperial Fire Mage. Honestly, it'd probably be easier if we just do it through these because with something like this, a fighting ring like this, by being there, there's an implied sense of mutual association.
Right.
Either way, it's either we choose to do that or tomorrow we go to the market, see what we can scrounge up, and then we go to the next city. Honestly, a bed wouldn't kill me for a few days.
No, of course not. But
Do we know how long this is paid for? Or the rooms are paid for?
No, you do not.
Okay.
You just know you bought some rooms.
So he didn't like say.
No,
You
he
could
just
now
said it was
add-
for the night and then some. So,
You can now add Shady Slave Basement to your list of homes.
oh good, we have a place to put all our loot while we go out again. It's the infinite chest.
Right. Well, I guess this would be a good place to end, like right now.